Hello everyone, welcome to our tutorial video today. As you can see, online learning is becoming an indispensable feature of education. And as a teacher, we have to improve our competence in using technology in teaching and learning. So today, I and 3 other members will be the instructors who help you to integrate ICT tools in teaching and learning more effectively. So I hope you enjoy this video because it could be more helpful for you. At the end of a lesson, teachers can be able to integrate interactive activities in teaching English based on the offered features of ICT tools. Secondly, teacher can make use of the advantage of ICT tools to gauge students' comprehension, test knowledge retention, or just as a fun way to break up learning. And the last one, teacher can use ICT tools to do formative assessments. To make our point across, we'll do a demo of speaking lesson using ICT tools to improve an interactive presentation. And we decide to use Nearpod and Writereader to interact with our students. This is the speaking part of Unit 2 in English textbook grade 10. There are 4 parts in this speaking lesson, so we also respectively design 4 activities for each of them and 1 more homework. Let's see how it works.
Hello everybody, welcome back to lesson. Today we will learn about speaking in Unit 2. In lesson, we will have many activities. I hope all you engage eagerly. Coming to the first activity is the survey. You will access the Nearpod link. Let's start it.
There's the teacher's screen and the student's screen. Now look at the student's screen. First, you will search Nearpod on Google and choose join a lesson. Then you enter the code on my screen and click join. Next, you type your full name and your optional nickname, then click join lesson. You will have 10 minutes to do the activity. I see that you have participated a lot. Okay, I'll get started right now. Look at the instruction. Which of the following habits are good and which are bad for you? You will choose the habits that are right for you. To finish, you click submit and you can edit answer if you want. Now I click the save button. You can see on your screen the percent levels of habits. I find some bad habits that you have through the survey are watching TV all day or staying up late. Besides, some good habits are keeping a routine and being thankful and so on. Well done, that's all for the first activity.
Now let's move on next activity. The second activity is matching. You will continue to join on Nearpod and work in pairs. First, you match the corresponding sentences and discuss solutions to eliminate bad habits, and then you practice speaking when you complete sentences.
Okay, I'll get started right now. You will have 15 minutes to do the activity and match the corresponding sentences. After you complete sentences, you practice speaking with your partner. Now I invite some pairs to practice some sentences you have just completed. And that's all for the second activity.
So now we will continue with a small discussion. And this activity will help you to exchange your opinions with your friends and improve your speaking by using relevant information about habits. And you will have a 5-minute discussion with your partner to do task 3 on page 20 in your textbook. You will read the 5 advices in this text and answer the true questions. Do you think you could follow it? Why or why not? In order to do this test, firstly, I would like you to discuss with your friend to choose the advices you can or can't follow. Secondly, you will write your answers on a collaborative board in Nearpod. And lastly, I will invite some of you to explain your decision to the class. Then, after the discussion, we will play an interesting game in Nearpod. So now, before you discuss, I would like you to log in Nearpod and go to the collaborative board.
Now, one pair use only one device to log in Nearpod. Search Nearpod on Google, choose Join a Lesson. Then enter the class code. Next, you will type your name and your partners in the first box. And now, you are in the collaborative board. And you will see below your screen there is a white box. You will type your answers in this box when you discuss and choose post when I call you to post your answers on the board. Alright, your 5-minute discussion starts. Well done everyone. I see that all of you have very interesting ideas. We will stop the discussion here because it's time to play now. And now you will play a game called Time to Climb. You have to choose your character to join game. And in this game, I will give you a sentence in Vietnamese, but in that sentence there is an idiom. For example, in the sentence here, Vi và Vân tuy không phải chị em nhưng nhìn bọn họ like two peas in a pot. You have to guess what two peas in a pot means and choose the correct answers. Now, are you ready? Let's start.
That is the end of the 4 activity. Now, let's move on to the last part, homework. This is group work. Each group will have 4 members. In this lesson, you have learned to talk about habit and how to break a bad habit. So, for homework, you're going to create an audio handbook about how to shake up a bad habit. So here are what you're going to do. First, in your group, you will discuss with your friends to choose a bad habit you want to talk about. And then, you will make a list of do's and don'ts about how to break that bad habit. Finally, you will create your group audio handbook on the website Writereader. So now I will give you detailed instruction how you can finish your homework in this website. As you can see, the teacher screen is on the left and the student one is on the right. The first step is to go to writereader.com. You see, this is the interface of Writereader, so now let's click at the menu buttons and then choose Login. Next, click on Student Login. Right here, you don't need to create a new account. Let's have a look at the teacher screen. You can see your names and the username I created for you. So what you need to do is remember your usernames and the class code, then insert in the toolbox in your sign to log in. Now you have come to our class library. Let's see how can we create a new book. To create a new book, you will click on the blood symbol right here and choose the type of book. Here is your book. Now you can do whatever you want. For example, choose the color of your book like this. At the title, you will write down the names of the habit your group had chosen. Author will be the names of the member in your group. Right here, you can click to choose some image to make your book more captivating. That's all for the cover. Now move to the contents. To add more page, you click on the symbol and choose the page. Next, you will have to choose another image to illustrate your content. In the box right here, you will write down the point. For example, on the first page, this should be the introductions of the habit. I would highly recommend if you can write down the transcript so that your friends can find it easier to follow your book. Here you can see the symbol of a microphone. This display where you record your voice. Click on the symbol and the red button to record the contents of your book. When you finish, click Save. Remember, you cannot write anything in the box right here. This is where I give you some comments or advice. You can add more page for more content. When you have finished, click Read Book. So this is your book. Now you can go over again to check for mistake and edit it anytime. When you click on Bookshelf, you will see your book on the shelf like this. Now I will show you a model of an audiobook.
How to stop eating fast food. Fast food is a mainstay of many people's diets due to its low cost, widespread availability, and appealing taste.
You will have 3 days for the homework. After the deadline, I will add all of your book into this reading room. Send you a link so that you can visit the rooms, read and listen to all of your friends' book, read my comments, and learn from each other.
It's me again. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. As you can see, we can apply ICT tools in many different types of activities. For Nearpod, we can conduct a poll, quizzes, games, collaboration board, and many kinds of open-ended tasks. It's up to your purpose. You can give simple presentation delivery. You can distribute resources, set homework, modeling, and do varied ongoing assessment or self-assessment. It's very wonderful, right? I like the functionality of Nearpod in allowing the creation or sharing of a lesson in a very fun format. It's a very appropriate way to lead in or introduce in a lesson. However, you have to pay for Nearpod vocabulary as an add-on if you want to be able to use more than 3 of their videos, and only YouTube videos are searchable within the app. Moreover, Nearpod is not totally free, and the space for free users is also limited. For WriteReader, it allows students to create their own books. The tool is very simple to use, so students can use it after minimal guidance of teachers. This tool also encourages the creativity, as writers can add their own voice and images, type the text, draw, add or delete multiple pages, and even add their video recording too. Teacher can monitor and easily provide feedback on student progress easily. Furthermore, adding a class or students is also very simple. We can do it manually or give your students the code to join a class themselves. It's particularly suitable for giving homework in speaking or writing lessons. However, the older students may not like the interface of WriteReader as it's quite more child-friendly. Finally, I'll give you some notes before you start your application. Firstly, teacher needs to practice before applying ICT tools in classroom to avoid predictable problems. Secondly, when choosing a tool to support your teaching, you should consider if it has features that support your lesson objective or not. And thirdly, we also need to know what's your students' levels and interests to choose the most suitable ICT tools. And lastly, remember not to overuse it, as it may lead to distraction for the students. And that's all for our tutorial video today. Thanks for your attention.